Welcome. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. Just want to say hello to everybody as you are arriving. Okay, so welcome. Hi, everybody. My name is Sadhana. I am an intuitive reader and healer. If you are just strolling on here by accident, and so welcome. I'm here most Tuesdays doing live readings, and today is no different. Usually 12:30 p.m. Pacific Vancouver time, and today. In the energy of the waning moon in Taurus and many other reflections, I have decided to ask a really difficult question. And I think this contemplation is coming through astrological associations, but sort of deeper energies of what is around us at this time, and trying to also bring together challenging moments and experiences to help support you through each of your individual journeys. Can you find peace in not knowing? That is the question of the day. Can you find peace in not knowing? This is one of the most challenging aspects of choosing to walk in the light, of choosing to be on a spiritual journey, of choosing to deepen your understanding of and bring meaning to your life. What does it mean to enjoy the journey? What does that mean? What does that mean? And why is that such an important part of manifestation and our spirit's growth? And how and why is it detrimental to think about the end point? I invite you to think about something that you savor, something you absolutely love. This might be something that you love to drink or to eat, a way that you like to be held. Perhaps this is a sensorial experience you like on your feet, grass underneath your toes, sun on your skin. Close your eyes for a moment and think about something that fills you, something you can easily experience. And linger on this feeling, linger on this experience, and breathe it in, and allow the feeling of it to fill you, to truly fill you. And then acknowledge your next inhale breath. And then with that, the next exhale, let it go. And then come to another experience, something equally wonderful that you love to feel, to be in. And let this next experience fill you. Feel it completely, be in it. Let it fill your heart. Let it bring a smile to your face. Let it comfort your physical body. Breathe it in. Fill your soul with it. And then be fully aware of your next inhale breath. And as you exhale, open your hands and release this as well too, through the tips of your fingers, letting it go. And then gently open your eyes. And one of the things I want to suggest today is that the moments in life, the beauty of the moments in life are one way to find spirit every step along the way. And what if we could string together moments? What if we could string together moments of this absolute beauty and connection, and find this in every single moment? Imagine how full our hearts would be, how bright our eyes would be. The potential, your potential is infinite. Your potential is truly, truly infinite. Can you be okay with not knowing? Okay, so what I would like to do today is to draw a personal card for each of you, just one card, and of course I'm open to answering questions, any questions as well too. But if you want to expand on this reflection of the path of not knowing, the path of trust, the path of being in the moment, then these cards of inspiration are intended to support that on your journey. Okay. So, Swan, Amanda, welcome. Jennifer, hi. Aisha, Donna D, hello, hello, hello. Candy's here. Hi, Candy. It's been a while since you've graced our steps. And who else is here? Welcome, welcome. Aisha, thank you very much. Okay, so let's start with Aisha. I'm going to draw from the Margaret Peterson Tarot, and if appropriate, I'll read you some words from Margaret Peterson as well too. I've been deep in reflection of the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is if you follow the Golden Dawn system, is the Decanic minor that it corresponds to the third decan of Gemini. It's not an easy card for a lot of people, and I've always seen it as a card of trust, a card of letting go, a card of surrender. It is a purification of Manipura chakra so that we can transcend Manipura and move into the heart space. And perhaps, Donna, that is... maybe that doesn't make sense what I'm saying. But yeah, that's one of the ways that I view this card. All right, so this card of inspiration is for Aisha, and expanding on those thoughts, those visions that filled your mind. And I'll have to go with the jumper for you, Aisha, and speak to this. It is the Strength card, which is number 11 in this deck, I believe. It's so interesting in this card. Donna, you're funny. I never tell you. It was a random thought I decided to swallow. So Aisha, one where, of course, the dragon is just so gorgeous in this card, but I'm also drawn to the energy that is building in the sacral chakra, moving up through the solar plexus chakra. This is such a strong energy of empowerment that's coming from the sacred feminine, like coming from the sacred feminine. And, so there's that symbol, right, of building and growing energy, whether you see this as a Reiki symbol or, this glyph appears in so many sacred practices. And part of this is, so I'm going to talk about this a little bit, and this card might actually speak to others as well too. Ten of Swords. You all know what a Ten of Swords looks like. Pick your favorite Ten of Swords. Swords is partly voice, throat, purification of the throat, the peeling away of false layers, bravado, so that we can speak from our heart, speak from our truth, speak from our essence. And the throat, in finding that voice, purifies and works with the issues of the sacral chakra. So we can work simultaneously with the sacral chakra and the Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra. And there's just something really beautiful about this card that acknowledges that rising of energy and that dragon. The way the dragon is gazing, I don't know, the dragon tail is wrapped around them. Let's read the poem, because this deck it's just so beautiful, the poetry. And there may be a word in the poem that speaks to you. Also, just reflect upon this as a number 11 as well too, a number of balance and healing, harmony. 11 would be the number of Libra, which is the next air sign. I don't know if that might be significant. I know Libra is definitely, and the idea of balance and harmony is very much part of the energy of the Ten of Swords. This is Strength by Margaret Peterson. Painted red, she dances in the center, surrounded by a subtle net of channels to her left and her right. In Muladhara, the spirit of fire lives in the midst of the flame that is its nourishment. She is the creative moment, like a spark in the light. Her being here, a flowing, letting go of self. And that, my friends, is what the Ten of Swords is a letting go of self. Trusting in that. And it's interesting that, so Margaret Peterson in that poem, she's talking about the red that begins down in Muladhara. So Muladhara is the root. And so I'm focused on this energy that's a little bit higher. So she's referring to Muladhara, which is the root chakra. Aisha had a healing session yesterday where both chakras were balanced and were underactive, and a red dragon appeared for protection. Oh, that's beautiful. And Aisha, we have a reading later this month too, so you can begin to draw together reflections so we can make the most of our time together. Okay? And I think this I talked about this in the last hour, so sorry for repeating myself. Lena, the lovely Lena, was, so Lena Strandberg, she's in Sweden. She asked me about what the correspondence was between, or what my take on the 16-6 correspondence. If you work with Tarot de Marseille, the numerological correspondences generally are with 6 and 16, 8 and 18, 7 and 17, as opposed to, I know often I am looking to the power of reduction. So instead of corresponding Gemini Lover's card to the Devil, in the practice or the readings of Tarot de Marseille, one of the, of course, it's even in Tarot de Marseille that you can do this as well too, but certainly there is a reflection on the Tower in terms of this card. And I'm just looking for the Tower card to put it on the table because I think this is really interesting. And for those of you that know or have reflected on the myth of the, or I want to say any of the twin myths, or why the Lover's card is a card of choice, and what choice is, why choice is the default keyword for the Lover's card. And if I pare it down really simply, it's that we work towards finding the essence of ourselves, the essence, our essential self, our true self. And so one of the choices is to let go of the falsehoods, to let go of what isn't real. And in the twin myths, one twin always dies, and there's a part of oneself that is left behind. And I was trying to, I'm not so much, but when my kids were growing up, one in particular, Samantha, she was such a Harry Potter nerd, and I often I thought it was kind of creepy, but later on reflected a little more deeply on that scene where Harry Potter is in the train station and sitting on the bench with Voldemort, and a piece of Voldemort as a baby is below the bench. It's kind of a weird and creepy scene. But in this fairy tale, where Harry Potter and Voldemort share a soul, or a part of a soul, we learn that both cannot survive. The best part of ourselves will thrive, and the other part will fade away and die. And when I think about the relationship between the Lovers and the Tower, I think about the cleansing that needs to happen. The cleansing. In order to find our complete, whole, and authentic self, to know it, to trust our self, we need to be brave enough to be purified through the fire. And so I think it's really interesting to reflect on these two cards together. Yeah. I love the tarot. I love the deep reflections and all that it offers. And for me, the magic, the mystery of all of that is really important. And what Dee is referring to here also, this is kind of cool. There is a connection through the way that it is written. So if you look at the House of God, I don't have a card with me here to show you, but there is there's something about the switch in the letters, and there's a V that connects these cards together. I really want to explore this more, and I said earlier, not a couple weeks ago, that I was going to go into Tarot de Marseille next year, and I think this is definitely going to be happening. There are, in Tarot de Marseille, how there are seemingly spelling mistakes. Well, they're not. They're correspondences, and they're really, really clever. So there is a correspondence in the change of the lettering with the Lovers and the House of God. The House of God being the Tower card. Yeah. Okay. All right. So who would just like a single card to reflect on? And I will draw you a single card. And if not, I have another idea for a chat. Jennifer, this is for you. Jennifer, once again, close your eyes and take a big breath in and out. Welcome to Mona, pianist. Jennifer. This is such a gorgeous star card. Wow. The golden ratio. When I look at that image, the silence in that card feels really significant, but also I just want to say listening feels really, really important. Perhaps the symbol of the Nautilus itself is significant for you at this time, and I would love to read the poem that goes with the star card for you. Everything has melted into an all-encompassing landscape of white light, sparkling, clear, luminous, translucent and glimmering, like mother of pearl, constantly moving. The inner beauty, the soul, child of the stars, aware of every gesture of its hands, while scooping water from the spring and watering the soil. The path is blessed. Cool healing shines on burning wounds. That's a really interesting correspondence, because the throat chakra is the cooling chakra. I also want to remind you of the idea of cleansing and self-care and space and silence. Be really kind to yourself and honor this time of the waning moon as a time for all of that, as a time for integration. Aisha, you are so connected to numbers. That really is something. Yeah. If you do have the B decks, Jennifer, those decks all have the golden ratio in those decks, and that might be something that you would like to work with over the next few days. Okay. Welcome to Leafy. And honoring your comment there. Mona Pianist, I would like some insight about my life situation, which seems like I'm always stuck. Okay. Okay, on a very mundane level, your ankles, your feet, take good care of them. Get some nice oil, massage them, love them. Learn how to do ankle rotations with breath. You can do flexing or you can do rotations. So you're simply using one breath cycle. You inhale and you exhale. You inhale and you exhale. And you send, you just move, you learn to move with breath. So I feel this either massage or gentle movement is part of beginning to awaken the energy in your feet and your ankles. Okay, so this is something I'm feeling compelled to say. And then when I read the word stuck, because there's so much information in language, I would also suggest that you really take good care of your digestion and make sure that you are eating for your wellness and that your digestion is flowing smoothly. Make sure that you are hydrated and lubricated in every way. And then honoring what Donna is saying, the idea of stuck is a perspective. So there are other words that might change the frequency of stuck into an honoring of being where you are. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card to help deepen your awareness of this feeling of stasis. Mona, on this 13th day of June, this is for you. You couldn't have a more spiritually shifting energy. This is the 9 of Swords, which is from the last decan of the previous decan of Gemini. This is a card where in the theme of what I was saying before, clarity is required. I like that there's something synchronistic here about what Donna was saying. A wandering into liminal space and staying there a little bit longer and until you can find that clarity. We often get frustrated in liminal space. We make ultimatums or we bargain with spirit. If you do this, I'll do this. why me, why this? But I feel like this card, it's really important to hang out a little bit longer in liminal space. If we can stay one moment longer, often that clarity will come. And so perhaps part of this journey for you, like I was suggesting with the simple movement of the body and the awareness of the connection of breath and movement, is about freeing up your joints. It's about getting more comfortable so you can be in liminal space, so you can, whether you're in a supine position, doing some sort of guided meditation, or you're actually able learning how to sit and to meditate. Feel the pain of rejection, expulsion, of being abandoned. Go back to the roots of your fears and look closely. By looking closely, you deprive the demons of ignorance of their nourishment. Walk towards that which you fear and reject. Make a conscious decision and dive deep into your own being. It sounds like Donna talking here, doesn't it? Exactly what she was saying. So we need to wander into the darkness in either to transcend to the other side. So what I was saying earlier today about the energy of surrendering and letting go, there's a struggling that is around you that wants to be released. Yeah. So I would say you're very much where you're supposed to be energetically, or definitely aligned with the universe at this time. And I hope there's been some bit of medicine in my words. Fly me to the moon. I wish I could sing. And let me play among the stars. Let me know what life is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, yeah, that's a great song. Uh-oh, what did I just do? I just put that card into the wrong deck. Okay, Amanda. Big breath in and out, Amanda. Sorry, I've got something here. Okay. This is the Margaret Peterson Tarot. This is the deck here. It's available in many languages. This is a trimmed version of it. I think now you can get the English version with brown borders. Okay, Amanda, you have a jumper card. Ooh, this is a gorgeous card. I love this card. We have a phoenix. We have a phoenix in a bright gold frame. And you know what is really cool about this, Amanda, is that this is the opposite pole. So now we are in the energy in Gemini of 10 of Swords. This is the opposite pole of the end of Sag season. So another card of, this is the Wheel of Fire, the change of fire, transformation through fire. I don't know what you see in this artwork, but I am looking for my pointer. I see a body sort of crouched down here, and then the phoenix is rising out of the back of the soul. Go into the heat. Go into the heat. You know, it would be really cool if you had an opportunity to do a sweat lodge or something like that. Maybe, I don't know what your constitution is like, but do I dare mention hot yoga or Bikram's yoga or something like that? Sometimes we need to, in order to fully complete the cycle, walk into it deeply, much like what I was reading for Mona, right? The card that follows this, the Two of Pentacles, right, is that card of change. It's the card of the wheel. So you are at this phase where everything is cycling, everything is drastically changing. This is the card. Well, actually, no. This would be the decan of the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read you a little bit about her. I'm sure you have this deck. Perhaps put this card on your altar, and if you have other phoenix images, or if you have a phoenix image in a deck that inspires you, you know, also the Mother of Fire in the Slow Tarot, she has her feet in the flames. We need to feel the heat. Okay, so here I would say, let the anger move through you. Is there suppressed anger? Some emotion that you haven't dared, you haven't wanted to feel fully. Wander into it and allow it. I want to say consume you, feel it fully so that you can release it. Anger. It's something about anger, Amanda. Yeah, something about that. Okay. And of course, I can't find your card. I know we start with Earth Element. And Earth, Cups, Fire. Okay, here we go. Sorry, bear with me. The fire of cleansing and purifying, hate, resentment, and hostility have all become food for the flames. You have been purified down to the bone. You have thrown off your obsessions and compulsions like old clothing. You've grown stronger through your triumphs as well as your defeats. You welcome all kinds of situations. The flame brings redemption and enlightenment. So in order to fully realize this energy, you want to be in any unprocessed part of it. Okay? Much love, dear Amanda. Okay, let's draw a card for Candy. Okay, so Amanda, let me go back. You have had an injury. I don't know where I missed your comment. Okay, so so not sacral, not sacrum, lumbar spine, and quite literally a fracture. Okay. So if I take this on an energetic level, I would say the source of the anger lives in the sacral chakra. And the anger was enough to break a bone. And I'm getting, my crown chakra is just lit up right now. So I would take that inquiry into, be really gentle with it. And so part of recovery from a fracture is the realization that I need to receive. I need to let myself receive. And also what Donna said is, yeah. Take all these pieces, put all these, if you have a journal, take these pieces and put them together in a wheel. All these questions, what Donna just said, a couple of the things I said, and see if you can piece this all together. But there's something to that. The hate, the anger, the resentment is so strong in connection with the issue pattern of the sacral chakra that it broke the bone. Is that possible? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I wish you were here right now. Okay. I'll send you some energy later. More energy. All right, where are we at? Where are we at, Donna? I am lost in the chat. I'm going to go back to here. That's so interesting. Candy. Okay. There we go. That's way back. Okay. Candy and then leafy. Okay. This deck is so well loved that it just shuffles beautifully. I'm shuffling it on the, riffle shuffling it on the long edge. Candy, this is for you. Spirit is really These are really strong, lots of majors and tens and stuff. Okay, so you have death. This is death. This is a big reflection. This is, this is the Ten of Swords. I think one of the, I feel, I know, I see, sometimes it's so hard to put words to what I'm feeling, what I'm saying. I don't know whether it's sort of like a Horton hears a who sort of moment, or this is a looking into, sometimes I look at my garden and I look at the interaction of everything that is going on in the garden and how, or starting to get lost in it, thinking about what the role of the weeds are with the soil and the particular plants that I've grown this year, and how the seeds are coming up, and what all the relationships are like this. Like there's these mini cosmoses in different parts of our lives that we can reflect upon. And when I look at this card, I think about that interconnectedness of the cosmos. And I wrote down something from Esther Hicks that I've heard her say many times. You are an eternal being in an eternal state of becoming. You are an eternal being in an eternal state of becoming. And sometimes in that becoming, we truly do need to get naked and allow the vulnerability to build and to grow, to get comfortable with our nakedness. And that's also very much a part of the theme of the Lovers card and the Gemini card, is to be okay, with that. Soul, I'm reading the Lovers, my goodness. I just want to read this first line of the Lovers because I think this is significant too. Soul, nakedly looking into the mirror. Twilight, doubt, duality, double vision, thinking, listening, and confusion. Death, entering the formless, changing of clothes, flaming like a sunset, travel on the path to nowhere, right? Which is the theme for today about, can I get comfortable not knowing? Wisdom of the serpent, the thread cut, no longer separated, we expand, stepping out of one's self. Death, old crone, with your flaming cloak, you take what needs to be transformed. This is the paring away, the taking of the essentials only. Sorry for your losses, Candy. This is this card captures the essence of life, the essence of you, and asks you to, I just hold that thought. I'm going to hold that thought. I'm so happy. I just got the notification about Suzanne. She figured it out. Sorry to be distracted. I'm happy Suzanne figured this out, and I will come back to this in a second. There is a part of you, that there's a part of you that wouldn't know its potential until you emerged stronger, until with the death of the loved ones, you are able to redefine who you believe you are and what you stand for. It's like those beautiful souls step out of the way so you can stand taller and shine. They make space for a part of yourself to become. So it is a gift for them to give you this space. And loss is it's unbearable. It's unbearable for those who remain here. But it is one of our greatest teachers. And so ask yourself, what is the gift that each of these losses has given me? And how has each of these losses, what is the gift? Let's just start with that. What is the gift of each of these losses? Because there is something very bountiful in them making space for you. And you feel very surrounded and very protected. Dear Candy. Yeah. Okay. I just want to again say yay, yay, yay. I'm not sure where Suzanne is in the world, but I was about to set up a video chat to help her to navigate this. She was having tremendous problems. So wonderful to have you here, Suzanne, and I'm glad you have made your way. And I don't know if you're in the chat live right now, but we are here rooting you on. Okay, so Leafy, it will be, I believe, the final one today. I just need to check with, I have somebody here who's waiting for me. Leafy has a question. Scrolling on back. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so, oh, great. So that's good. Leafy and then D. Leaf, you take a big breath in and out. This card is for you in contemplation and reflection of all the energy that we have shared here today. This is kind of beautiful. This is the court card energy that we have just moved into in the third decan of Gemini. This is the Mother of Cups. So many noises around here. Sorry, that was Amber snorting. This is really a beautiful opening for you. I think an energy to move more deeply into. I feel like this is. So there's this shell that is falling away. It's like you falling, having enough trust to fall backwards into the lake. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you fully embracing the element of water. Knowing her, talking to her in a way that it's like I hear you saying, I'm sorry I've been away so long. A recommitment to your soulful practices. And if you have any practices that are connected to water, I would work with those. But also, when I was thinking about you falling back into the lake, this is allowing parts of yourself that you haven't shared for a long time to shine through. This is another version of the reveal, right? So she's part of this Ten of Swords energy, and she takes us into the Two of Cups. I am the cleansing one, the one who flows in all bodies. As mixer of lovers, I mix the consistency of their secretions. I nourish. I am soft and flowing. And as the dreaming one, I bring that which is deeply hidden to your attention. As the one who mirrors, I reveal many moods and feelings. And as the compassionate one, I show the beauty of dissolving illusions. I am the shining one, the seductress, the deceiver one, the one who dulls and clears. And I have in my notes here the song by Meredith Brooks called Bitch. I love that song. If you are trying to hold me, I will run through your fingers. If you look into the mirror of my surface, you will see what you are able to see. And if you touch me, your feelings will awaken. If you fall into me, I will grant you deep insights. And so as you look out into the world, that is who you are. And you are all of that. All right, Dee, it's your turn. Give your body a little wiggle. Shake, shake, shake. Big stretch. This card is for the beautiful Dee. May you find deeper insight into this card than even I may. Okay, so we have a card situation here. I'm going to share with you two cards. This is the intentional cut, which is this beautiful awakening of the Four of Flames. And as I cut the cards, there's one that it's the Ma'at card that didn't want to, that was just sitting there. Didn't want to go back into the deck. So we have a 4 and an 8, a minor and a major. This change, so everything we're talking about today is a surrender to, is a surrender to a new step, a new path, a different, to truly allowing what is ready to shine through. And there's something really gorgeous in the combination of these cards. I think it really acknowledges the work that you have done, the many journeys and layers that you have already peeled away. But showing up here today, I would say that there's, especially because this is the card that wanted to be seen, this is the card that was drawn. Please acknowledge that the karmic reset that you are experiencing is truly the place of that foundation of the next part of your journey. There's a really sort of there's a, what do you call it, a stationery store. It's a big box store. It's called Staples where I live, and they sell these big buttons, and it says that was easy, and I think it was part of their advertising campaign years ago. And so I don't know, it was just this gimmick that people bought. They would hit this button, that was easy. And I don't know why I'm thinking about that. It's like perhaps, and I talked about this a few minutes ago with somebody else, that you know, sometimes we overcomplicate stuff, and you are you have yet another bit to unfold on your dharmic path. Wands and fire speak so beautifully to this, and Four of Wands is such a yeah, this is such a, oh, what is unfolding for you? Amber, stop it, please. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. There's a lot that just started happening around here. The lightness of the feather, the karmic reset. This path is one that is, it's an easy, so there's something about this word easy, that is an easy yes for you. It's an easy addition to something that has previously been developing, that builds a new sense of strength and confidence in something you have to offer to, I don't know, is it a family member or a community group? This feels like a really big yes and reset for you. Let's see if I can get recentered. D is a great overthinker. Hmm. 4 and 8 is 12, which is 13, which is 3. It feels like, yeah, something very easy. Oh, thank you very much, Mona. So D, if somebody approaches you to do something out of the blue, I feel like something is unfolding. You may or may not be aware of what this is, but there's this opportunity that will be extremely fulfilling for you. So be open to invitations as they arrive, okay? That's good. That's good. All right. Well, thanks to all you beautiful souls for being here today. And I will be doing live readings tomorrow as well, too. And I'm going to be reading with I'm going to be reading with the Philarcos Tarot tomorrow. And this is a deck that some of you joined for the deep dive the past few months. And this is a deck that works beautifully with dreams. I feel like it is a pathway into, or the cards that are drawn for you might be wonderful to take a screenshot and do a little bit of path working with them. It's a really, really interesting deck to work with, and it's been really fun doing the deep dive. This is a members only reading session, and so if you are a member at any level, you'll be able to hop into this session tomorrow. Okay? All right. Well, it's been lovely chatting with you all. And Dr. Prachi, please come back next Tuesday, and I'll be sure to include you in the readings. Take good care, everyone. Namaste.